Oh, Hunter, Hunter, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, I love this series. Is it just, how can anyone not love this series? This episode has so much meaning, so much morals, so much emotional impact. This episode, okay, so I guessed correctly about the poison, or the radiation of the bomb. The freaking nuclear explosion from Netero, and how pretty much I said that most likely the explosion caused radiation poisoning to Yuppie, and also probably went to Poof, and at the same time went to Merilum. I guessed correctly. So here's the thing. How far does this radiation go? As we can clearly see, Merilum has not really been affected by that radiation or poison coming off the nuke, but we see Poof clearly, he's bleeding out his nose at the ending of this episode, and Yuppie died because of it, so most likely, your Poof is going to die very soon. And so here's the question, is Merilum going to die because of this poison, this radiation? And right there, that's the big question. Is this exactly how this villain of the Chimera Ant arc is going to go down? Because of radiation and poison. Either way, a very interesting way to kill off a villain. If I think about this, I've never seen a villain in a shonen killed off by radiation or poison at that, especially a major villain like this that's had so much build-up and backstory. But either way, this episode had so much content in the time frame it was in. I mean, the moral levels of the fight between Netero episode 126 that we got to see between Netero and Merilum, how pretty much Netero brought up he's wavering between either an ant or a human. Well, at the end of this episode, that dialogue with the narrator that just states that, you know how Merilum was saying, shifting back and forth between ant and human, Merilum has finally chosen his path. The path of a human. This villain, this freaking evil villain that was introduced a long time ago and killed his own mother, built up to be evil. And then we see the kind heart that this villain has. And then we see that how he hasn't completely chosen good or evil. And then at this point, we realize at the end of this, when he finally regains all his memories, he chose the human path. He is a good being, a good character. It's unthinkable, the development this character has had. I mean, seriously, it's rare to see a villain in a shonen built like this, built up with all these moral values, and went through all the psychological values and trauma that he's went through with Netero and different things with Komugi. I mean, everything he's went through, it's unbelievable. From this point, from the beginning point to this point onward, it is unthinkable how great this all ties in. The main values of this arc ties in with this episode. The main emphasis of this arc, the Chimera Ant arc, as I can clearly see, is about good and evil, and how these sides can be grayed in between, and how you really don't know which is the villain and which is the good, because we've clearly seen two different examples from each side of the spectrum of this entire arc, like Gon completely crushing in Pito's head as a main character, and then Merilum as the main villain turns into a good guy. See, here's the thing, what makes Merilum so different from the original starting point he had. He was killing children, he ate a little girl. But in this, we see he lets Welfine just go. He says, you can be a human, do whatever you want. He even lets Welfine say that I won't call you my king, I call my Gyro my king. And I'm like, he actually said those words to someone that would have killed him about probably 20 to 30 episodes ago. It is just beautiful. The beauty of Hunter x Hunter, of how the development of these characters, it's so realistic, and it just works your brain. It makes those gears in your brain work because of how it is written. Just the emotional impact that Welfine went through in this episode 2 was shocking and unbelievable. I mean, this side character, Welfine, not even a main important character of this series that Togashi has wrote, had some major role to play. Like, he was the entire reason that Merilum got his memory back. And what was even crazier is how they adapted that part. I don't know exactly how this was in the manga, but the way that part was with the inner thoughts of Welfine just thinking about what he should say, the one word, Poof, Merilum, Gyro, the octopus, everything. He's thinking about every single different bit of information to figure out exactly what is going on. And he fought himself to death to where he uttered one word, Komugi. And what is even more unbelievable was that 1 second time frame, he knew he was going to die. He knew he was going to die. He saw his life flash before his eyes, literally. And You see his hair fall. He ages over 100 years old because of the stress he went through in that moment, because he knew he was dead. He was dead. But with that amount of stress, in 1 second, he found the one word he needed. Komugi. Powerful. Very, very powerful writing. It really is. It is a really... it's amazing. It really is. It's unthinkable how a side character can be this well developed. It's shocking. It really is. I could still never get over how this series every freaking week manages to shock me with the development of its characters. It's just, I've never seen a story like this at all. It's just the way it is. It's beautiful. It really, really is. I love the symbolism in Hunter x Hunter. It is something that I wish other anime did well, because Togashi definitely is just a master writer. After seeing this episode and this entire arc, it's just, oh my god. So from this perspective, at the end of this, Poof's devotion, his devotion to the king, his loyalty, he was willing to lay down his life to keep that secret about Komugi. I mean, we all can admit we hate Poof. He's a dick. We all want him to die. But you have to, commend the man for willing to die for his loyalty. His loyalty for his king. His king. I mean, he was sitting there bowing down. He knew he was dead too. But his loyalty, his resolve to not say nothing, saved him. It just... oh... I mean, I don't know if I'm the only one that sees the beauty in this writing, the development with the characters, and how evil and good is just smudged. But the way Togashi does this is unthinkable. So, everybody, tell me your thoughts on this episode, and tell me your thoughts about the entire radiation poisoning. I mean, did you think that would actually be the real reason why most likely our villains are going to die? I cannot believe I guessed that right. I mean, it's possible since I know about radiation nukes and stuff, but I just didn't think that would be the main cause of killing off our villain. So, good arc, good series. So, anyways, everybody, I love you all so much. Please be safe. Chibi out.